Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, 26th chapter, text number 25. Sahasrashirasam sakshat yamanantam prachakshate sankarshanakhyam purusham bhutendriyamanomayam. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: the threefold ahankara, the source of the gross elements, the senses and the mind, is identical with them because it is their cause. It is known by the name of Sankarshana, who is directly Lord Ananta with 1,000 heads.
Following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, 26th chapter, text number 25. Given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta, Swami Prabhupada. Recorded on the 2nd of January, 1975, in Bombay, India.
Sahasrashirasam sakshat Jam anantam prachakshate sankarsanakyam purusham bhutendriya manomayam. So, this is the description of quadruple expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Advaita Achyuta Anadi Ananta Rupam, how Ananta Rupam of Krishna is expanded. Now, this is the beginning of such description. The first expansion is Balaram, Baladev. Nayamatma Balahinena Labhya. It is in the Upanishad, it is said, Atma, the Supreme Soul, cannot be understood without being favored by Balaram. This Balaram sometimes misunderstood as the bodily strength. When without physical strength, nobody can attain the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But that is not the fact. Balahinena means one who is not favored by Balaram or Nityananda. He cannot make any progress to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the real meaning. Balahinena, without the favor of Balaram. Balaram is Guru Tattva. And Balaram is present in this age as Nityananda. So Balahinena Labha does not mean without any physical strength. One has to get favor of, say, Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu, Katiya Mohan, Abadha Koruna Sindhu Katiya Mohan, Durlabha Krishna Prem, Kare Jare Tare Dhan. There is a song like that. So, this first expansion is Balaram. And from Balaram, then Chaturbhuha, Vasudev, Sankarsana, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. So, the Sankarsana feature of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the controller of Bhutendriya Manomaya. These 5 elements, Bhuta, Indriya, the 10 senses, and the mind, There similarly Sankarsan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, they are different controlling deities of the different functions of the mind, intelligence, ego. So, Sankarsana Kapurusam Sahasa Sirasam Ananta. Ananta, you'll find the picture of Narayan lying down on Ananta Sajja. Then Ananta Chaturdashi Brata. As there is Nijinga Chaturdashi, the Vaishnava, they have got different functions of appearance and disappearance days of Vaishnava and Vishnu, Abhirbhav, Tirobhav, the rising sun and the setting sun. When the sun sets, it does not mean the sun is finished. Of course, some of the former theosophists and scientists, they used to think that this is at night the sun is dead. That is not fact. The sun is not visible to our limited eyes. Similarly, appearance and disappearance of incarnation of Godhead is like that. They are going on just like a horse is running in due force, but when it comes in front of your door or window, you can see. But that does not mean the running of horse is stopped when you cannot see. Similarly, this incarnation of Godhead, Ananta, unlimited, they are from this Sahasra Sirasa Ananta, Kiroduksai Vishnu. There are descriptions in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. It is not possible to describe all the incarnations, how they are being manifest. But they are recorded in Vedic literature, and especially in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. We have published our Chaitanya Charitamrita. You can have reference. Ananta. There are so many different types of incarnations. Manna avatar, Manu avatar. There are 5,400,000. 400. 5,400,000 Manu avatar. So, in the Bhagavatam it is stated that the avatars are constantly coming, just like the waves of the ocean or waves of the river. You cannot count them. Only the most important avatars are counted, and we offer our prayers, just like Matsya avatar, Kurma avatar, Varaha avatar, Nishinga avatar, Vaman avatar, then Parashuram avatar, Lord Ramchandra avatar, Balaram avatar, Buddha avatar. Buddha is also one of the incarnations. Kesavadhita Buddha Sharira Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Srila Jayadev Goswami has offered his prayer to the 10 avatars, principal avatar. Kesavadhita Meena Sharira Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Pralaya Payadhijale Dhita Manasi Vedam Vihita Vahita Charitram Akedam Kesavadhita Meena Sharira Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Similarly, tortoise avatar, Kurma avatar, and Varaha avatar, Nishingade, Tabakara Kamala Vari Nakana Madhbhuta Singham, Darita Hiranna Kasiputanu Vringam, Kesavadhita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Similarly, Vamana avatar. So origin of all these avatars is the Sankarsana. This Sankarsana. Advaita Achyuta Anadi Ananta Rupam Adyam Purana Purusam Navajo. Krishna is the Adyam, Purana Purusam, the origin. Aham Sarvasya Prabhava. In the Bhagavad Gita it is saying, Aham Sarvasya Prabhava. All the avatars, Krishna is avatari, the source of all avatars. There are ananta, unlimited number of incarnations constantly coming, like the waves of the river or the sea, but the original person is Krishna. So Krishna says, confirms it, that aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartati. All avatars, everything is all emanations from me. So iti matya bhajante mang buddha bhava samannita. So if we simply worship Krishna, Krishna also remarks that mam ekam, then all the avatars, all the demigods, everything is worshipped. Yatha tarun mula nisechanena tirpanti taskanda bhujoposatha pranopaharat jathendriyana tatha sarvahanam achyutejya. Achyutejya, Achyuta is Krishna. By worshipping Krishna, you can worship all the incarnations, all the demigods. The example is given just like watering the root of the tree. You can pour water to the branches, to the twigs, to the flowers, to the fruits, or by supplying food to the stomach, you can energize all the different parts, limbs of the body. Similarly, Krishna says, Mamekam saranam vraja. By simply surrendering to Krishna, your obligation to all other incarnations, demigods, is fulfilled. It is not possible to worship all the incarnations, all the demigods, all the parts and limbs and parts of the body of the Krishna, but simply by surrendering to him, the origin of Sankarsana, you can worship everyone. And it is very easy. It is not very difficult. Krishna is so kind that he can accept the surrendering and service even of the poorest of the poorest. Ahituki apratihata. If you want to become devotee of God, Krishna, no material things can check. Ahituki apratihata. Apratihata means without any impediment. Any condition of life. Tiya vaishya satha shuddha sti papajuna sti vijanti parangati. Krishna is open for everyone. Everyone can worship. Krishna is not monopolized by any section or any religion or any nation, any country. No. Krishna claims, Sarvajonishu kauntya sambhavanti murtayeja. All the species of life, as many forms of life are there. Krishna claims, Aham bija padapita. I am the original seed-giving Father. So Krishna is open for everyone. And by worshipping Krishna, you worship everything. If you have got a mentality to worship different demigods, different incarnations, that is not possible. Therefore, you can concentrate. Sarvahanam achyuteja. By worshipping Krishna, everyone is worshipped. You have no more obligation. Actually, we have got obligation, so many obligations. All the demigods, they are supplying different energies, and we are maintained by that energy. Every part of our body is controlled by some particular demigod. Even the eyelids, the twinkling of the eyelids, that is also being controlled. We are supremely under control. So therefore, we have got certain obligations. Just like we are controlled by the government. So we have got some obligation also to pay tax to the government, the income tax. So similarly, we have got obligation to the devatas, the demigods, the rishis, the saintly sages, because we are receiving knowledge from them. Just like Vyasdev, he has given us the Srimad Bhagavatam, we are reading, we are getting knowledge, a perfect knowledge. Then we are obliged to our surrounding living entities, neighbors, countrymen and others, Devarsi Bhutatma, the animals also. We are taking service from the animals. The cow is giving milk, the camel is carrying our load, the ass is carrying our load. So many animals, Devarsi Bhutatma, Nina, general people in general, we are obliged. So obligation there are so many. Devarsi Bhutatma, Ninang, Pitrinang, Pitris, our forefathers, the dynasty or the family in which I have taken birth. So Vedic injunction is that you are obliged to so many living entities and you have to satisfy them. Just like you are obliged to the government for supplying so many amenities and you have to pay tax just to fulfill your obligation. If you don't pay tax, then you are liable to criminality. Similarly, we are receiving so many benefits from the Indra, Chandra. We are getting rains from Indra, the moonshine from the Chandra or the moon god, and the sunshine from the sun god. These are essential things, heat and light. So we are obliged, certainly. But if you take shelter of Krishna, then you are free from all obligations. Krishna says, Aham tva sarva papibha moksha. If you don't pay tax, then you are liable to be punished. That is papa. Similarly, we are obliged to so many living entities, demigods, saintly persons. Certainly we are obliged, we are receiving so much benefit from them. But if we surrender to Krishna, saranam saranyam tato mukundam, saranam mukundam, parihutta kartum, giving little aside all other duties. If we simply surrender to Krishna, then we are no more obliged. Nayam kinkara nacha rini charaju. We are indebted and we must give service to all of them. But if you surrender to Mukunda, Devarsi Bhutatma Ninang Pitrina, Nayam Kinkara Rini Sarvatmanaja Saranam Saranam Gato Mukundam Parihuttukatham. You have got so many obligations. But if we surrender to Krishna, Krishna another name is Mukunda. Gato Mukunda. Saranam Parihuttukatham Gato Saranam Saranam Mukunda. Mukunda, Muk means Mukti, liberation, Ananda. After liberation you become Anandamaya Bhyasa. The original Ananda is your feature of jubilation. Anandamaya Bhyasa. We are by nature Anandamaya. Not only Krishna, God, but we, being part and parcel. The Ananda is not self-centered. Krishna, when he takes Ananda, Alladini Shakti, when he dances with the gopis, when he plays with the cowherd boys, when he plays as a child of Jasadamai, and in every way, Krishna is Anandamaya Abhyasa. So to take this Ananda, to enjoy this Ananda, he has expanded himself in so many forms. The Sangsa are the incarnation, and the Vivinangsa we are, Jivas. So, to become really Anandamaya, Krishna has Ekam Bahushyama, he has become many. So don't try to close up this business. One, that is not very good intelligence. The Mayavadi philosophers, they want to become one. One means you agree to the Supreme. That is one. Just like we are conducting this international society, we have got many workers, many disciples, but we are one. One means they are carrying their spiritual master's order, therefore they are one. One means one in agreement, not that they have become amalgamated, no more individuality. Individuality is there, always, but they are one. Krishna and Krishna's devotees. The devotees are simply trying to satisfy Krishna, and Krishna is trying to maintain his devotees. This is oneness. Not that we lose our individuality. Without individuality, there is no ananda. If we are sitting together, the oneness is the process of service, that's all. But there are joking, there are cutting jokes, there are some varieties of food. That is ananda. Varieties are there, that is ananda. But they are for one purpose, satisfaction of Krishna. That is oneness. Not that we have become amalgamated. Amalgamation, we are amalgamated in one purpose. But not that it cannot be, because we are separated energy eternally. Mami mangsa jiva bhuta jiva loka sanatana. Sanatan. Sanatan means eternal. It is not that by chance we have become separated individuals. No. This word is used, Sanatan. Sanatan means eternal. Eternally we are separated energy. That is the beginning of Sankarsana. Sankarsana karana tuya sayi. That Sankarsana, before this material creation, he lies down in the Karana ocean, Karana tuya sayi. Then Jasaika nishasita kalamathavalamba. He is lying in the Karana ocean in the sleeping mode, and then from his breathing innumerable universes are coming out. That is the origin of material creation. Jasaika nishasita kalamathavalamba. So, from spiritual existence, how material existence come into being, that is being explained in the Sankhya philosophy of Kapileva. So, Sankarsana Rupam Purusham, everywhere the Purusha, person, Purusham, or the enjoyer, Purusham, Shasatam, Purusham, the Lord is Purusha, personality. He is not impersonal, and his energies are Prakritis. The Prakriti Purusha is there. That is the spiritual world, that is also Paraprakriti, and this material world is Aparaprakriti. That the Purusha is always there. Purusha is always Purusha. And we are marginal Prakriti, we are also Prakriti. So Ekala Ishvara Krishna. So only one Purusha, Ishvara, enjoyer, controller is Krishna. Ekala Ishvara Krishna arasa bhrita. All others, even incarnations, even demigods, even we are all servant of Krishna. And what to speak of ourselves, even the expansion of Krishna, Vishnu Tattva, they are also serving Krishna. Krishna is so exalted. Therefore, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Matta Parataram Dharna. Even the incarnation, Vishnu, Lord Shiva, demigods and others, nobody is greater than Krishna. Asamardha, nobody is equal to him. Nobody is greater than him. Everyone is lower than him. Therefore, he is described in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Ekala Ishar Krishna Arasa Bhrita. Jare jai che nachaye se tai che kare nritta. By the desire of Krishna, we are playing different parts, but Krishna is the original master, and he is also origin of the Sankarshan, and Sankarshan origin is of the Purusha avatar Mahavishnu, and Mahavishnu is the avatar, is the origin of these universes. In this way, if you try to find out the original cause, the cause of all causes, then you come to Krishna. Sarva karana karanam, cause of all causes. That's all right. If you want to read next verse, time?
25 and 9.
No, that's all right. Yes.